Welcome on in, everyone. My name is Kenny Albert. I'm just kidding. It's Dr. DeLay, and we've got some baseball for you tonight. The Boston Red Sox and the Pittsburgh Pirates, a nationally televised game somewhat. 3 games sharing that spot. Should be a good one. Hopefully it is. Yeah, we have a interesting pitching matchup, which we'll explain in a moment. The Pirates, of course, winning 2 games in a row. The offense may be coming back. Looking really good. We'll see what they have in store against Sonny Gray tonight. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully all is well. Kenny Albert, by the way, the broadcaster tonight, in case you're wondering on what the heck that was you heard at the beginning of the broadcast. It was me with the terrible impression of Kenny Albert. But as you can see, again, the Pirates 60-64, the Red Sox 65-57. Rematch of the first World Series. I don't know if I don't really think any of the players are still there from that one, but why not? Maybe there's some bad blood. But anywho, appreciate you, Mark, and everyone. But yes, the Pirates, of course, winning Game 1 yesterday, 8-4, and again, really promising considering that was against some left-handed pitching. But again, we'll see how it goes today as the Pirates are facing the righty Sonny Gray. But of course, Sonny Gray, I mean, talk about a season. 14-3 record, 2.79 ERA, whip of a 1.15, 110 strikeouts as well. So just really solid stuff for Sonny Gray. It's going to be a tough task for the Pirates. The Pirates will send out Jared Jones, 5.03 ERA, whip of a 1.20. A little bit of a mixed bag for Jones. He's been trending in the wrong direction as of late. More on that in a moment. But yeah, hopefully he can get back on track. Yeah, thank you for the birthday wishes. He may check in. He is, I believe, still out. Went and had lunch with him. Thank you very much. Here we go. This is the wild card standings for the National League, of course. The Pirates 5.5 back. This is updated, just updated 5 minutes ago. Able to punch in all the information. The Cubs did lose to the Cardinals. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The Nationals actually just got walked off by the Mets. So the Nationals now 6 games back. Again, kind of a once promising season for the Nationals as well, like the Pirates. They are kind of trending in the wrong direction. Pirates, of course, were. But of course, we'll see how the series goes. You take 1 more from the Red Sox. You take 2 or 3 from the Red Sox. You got to feel pretty good about it. But of course, yeah, we still got 18 innings at least of baseball before all that is for certain. Of course, as you can see, the Pirates still last in the NL Central. And the Red Sox, of course, 3rd in the AL East. In fact, this is true. The top 4 AL East teams currently in the playoffs. Yes, so the Rays, Yankees, Red Sox, and Blue Jays all in the playoff picture as of right now. Of course, other results do have to conclude. But yeah, so the Blue Jays, 61-64, holding that last playoff spot. So that's kind of why I want to know what you guys think. Right now, 55% of you guys are saying that, yeah, the AL is going to send a losing record to the playoffs, which would be insane to think about in baseball, that there's a losing record. Football, kind of understandable, 17 games, 162. I don't know. Of course, still over a month of baseball left, but yeah, definitely kind of interesting. All right, again, thank you guys for hanging out. That is not what we're trying to show here. That looks much better, but of course we still don't have the 3D yet, as we are kind of still waiting for things to get underway in Pittsburgh. I guess we can go over the lineup real quick. Let's see. This is the starting lineup for the Boston Red Sox, since they'll be batting first. It's going to be Masataka Yoshida, the DH. He'll be followed by Sadani Rafaela, the center fielder. Adley Rutschman is catching today. Wilson Contreras at first. Wilyer Abreu is in right. Caleb Durbin is at third. Jared Duran in left. Andrew Monasterio is at short. And Nick Sogard is at second. Again, Jared Jones, the pitcher for the Pirates. Last 3 starts, 9.69 ERA. Just disgusting stuff, and I don't mean that in a good way. It is just not good. Jones has been pretty bad, which is kind of crazy because the previous 4 starts prior to that 3-game stretch, a 1.29 ERA. So what Jared Jones are going to see, you have to imagine the bleeding will stop, but it could be a thing where, with Mitch Keller, like, it just kept on getting worse. So You know, of course, if you're pulling for the Pirates, you definitely, yeah, you're definitely hoping that Jones can get it going here. Jones is still warming up. 3D is not working yet. So, again, about another minute, and then we will be underway in Pittsburgh. The Pirates are, of course, wearing their black away alternates. As always, they don't wear the black home alternates, just the away at home. It just makes no sense to me. Whatever. They're showing Lau there. Again, Lau had a nice 3-run shot off a lefty yesterday. Really good to see. So, yeah, all right. So it looks like Masataka Yoshida is stepping up to the plate. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Norman, Anthony, Mark, Nathaniel, Jared, thank you very much. Miss Donna, good to see you. Let's see here. Who else? Russell, thank you as always for tuning in. Norman, Scott, Tom, thank you very much. Saturday Night Baseball, yep. Cody, welcome on in. Nick, appreciate you, man. I know you're watching the Brewers. As we're about ready for some baseball, Jones kicks and delivers. That's right down the middle for a called strike. Run away in Pittsburgh. Again, it is on Fox, though this is not in my area. But if you are in Pennsylvania, I believe it is showing in the Pittsburgh-Boston market. 0-1 count. Jones kicks and delivers. That's a ground ball to first. Handled well by Horwitz. He will step on the bag for out number 1. That'll bring up Sadani Raphael, pardon my voice. Batting 288, OPS of 793, 16 homers, 63 RBIs. How's it going, Costatino? Hello from Greece. How's it going? Welcome on in. I believe I recall you. You weren't here too long ago. Thank you for hanging out with us. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 98. Goes the 4-seam fastball. Pirates, Red Sox. Again, kind of an interesting series for both teams. Both trying to right the ship. That is fouled back 0-2. The Pirates, of course, have struggled mightily since the All-Star break. Red Sox were one of the hottest teams. As of late, kind of struggling. So Pirates, if they, kind of catching a little bit of a break with how the Red Sox have been. And of course, again, the Red Sox very capable. 0-2 to Raphael. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Chased way upstairs. Strikeout number 1 for Jared Jones. Out number 2 in the inning. That'll bring up Adley Rutschman, the former Baltimore Oriole. He's batting 244, OPS of 748, 8 homers, and 47 RBIs. Let's go on, Maggie. Welcome on in. Family is here. It is. Lamar, how's it going? Welcome on in. Game is on Fox. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Burns, welcome on in. Let's go, Bucks. The pitch. That's in there, 0-1. Of course, again, if you are a Red Sox fan, welcome on in, of course. We do have a Red Sox friend that has come to the game, so if you want a Red Sox point of view, feel free to check out Thomas Fitzpatrick. And again, lately I've been more neutral party, as that's going to catch the zone, but it's not called a strike. Flores is going to challenge, and he's actually going to win this. That is kind of rare. Flores does not do well challenging, but he's been hitting the ball better at the plate, so I guess he's seen the ball better overall. And there you go. It's 0-2. Good challenge. Pirates dead last in ABS challenges, folks. So that is pretty rare. Campbell's pulling for the Red Sox. Oh, my goodness. Well, I guess I understand. Let's go on, Alex. Welcome on in. Robert, appreciate you, man. Station, good to see you. 0-2 counts to Adley Rutschman. The pitch. That's way in the dirt. That was spiked there. 1-2. That was pretty bizarre. They're showing the graphic. The Pirates 45% on ABS challenge. That is the worst in MLB. I mean, it's not even close. I think the next lowest is above 50%. The 1-2, and that's tapped foul. 98 on the fastball. 1-2 counts. She must have some good intuition. Maybe. Maybe. We're not biased. We are not. 1-2 counts. I mean, I don't know. I kind of am a little bit. Is that the swing and a miss? He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the first, 0-0 in Pittsburgh. All right. Here you go. This is the Pirates starting lineup. This is Spencer Horwitz. Spencer Horwitz will be leading off for the Pirates. He's playing first. Brendan Lau is at second. Brian Reynolds is DHing. Esmeralyn Valdez is in left. Ronnie Simon's in right. Jacob Gonzalez is at short. Jake Mangum is in center. Rafael Flores is catching tonight, and Jared Triolo will play third again. Nick Gonzalez, of course, took a fastball to the face yesterday. Of course, good thing he had the helmets, and of course the kind of the chin guard that kind of extends a little bit down. If he didn't, he would not be playing again this year. So thank goodness for that. But yes, I don't expect him to play the rest of the series. Hopefully he's back with Detroit, but I don't know. You get hit in the face, things are a little bit different. Games on Fox, yeah, it just depends on where you live. Like, I'm watching on MLB TV because it works both ways. So if you have MLB TV and you don't have the game on your local area, you can still watch it through there, and that's how I'm watching it. But yes, it is on Fox to those that are living in the Pittsburgh area and the Boston area, because I imagine the game they're showing nationally is the Dodgers and the Brewers. And of course, we'll check out some scores at the end of the inning. Again, a lot of interesting stuff happening. And the Pirates, of course, believe it or not, still in it. And of course, the Red Sox, you know, they'd like to try to take advantage of the Yankees' loss. Again, I imagine they want to be hosting the number 5 seed, because right now it would be Yankees hosting the Red Sox in the first round of the playoffs. So the Red Sox playing some meaningful baseball, trying to get to that 4 spot, and again, maybe even catch the Rays. So the Rays, of course, have been really good. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's catching the Rays, but again, that's going to be a big deal. Red Sox, Yankees, potentially in the first round. That is a huge matchup. All right, Sonny Gray on the mound for the Red Sox. Really good stats. 14-3 record, 2.79 ERA. I mean, yeah, he is a winner. He has, of course, played for the Cardinals, played for the Reds. Pirates familiar with him, but of course, each team is different. So that's going to be up and away. Ball 1. We're underway here in the bottom of the first. Spencer Horwitz batting .262, OPS of .785, 10 homers and 37 RBIs. That would hurt so much it would, Miss Donna. It was very scary. He had to be taken out of the game. That is popped up. That is out of play, 1-1. 5-3 Pirates. We'll see, Alex. Let's go on AJ. Last bucko I remember actually getting hit in the face was Gary Rita circa 1989. Man, oh man. Here's the 1-1. That is a tapper foul, 1-2. 80 on the curveball. Russell's going 9-3 Pirates. I don't know. I think it's going to be a close game. Bears beat the Browns. Yeah, I mean, again, all you're looking for is player performance. The trip from my house to Boston, the trio from my house to Boston, the trip to Atlanta. Oh, I got stuck with on local Fox. I like it better here anyways. Gotcha. Appreciate you, Denny, for hanging out. 1-2 count to Horwitz. The pitch. That is a swing and a miss. He chased the ball in the dirt and struck out. Again, Sonny Gray. He's pretty good. It's going to be a tough night for the Pirates, but we'll see. That'll bring up Brandon Lowe's, batting .250, OPS of .796, 26 homers, and 77 RBIs. I thought Gardy be done for the season. Yes. Rose going to take the Red Sox. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out. I did not see the Cubs game, no, but I heard about the guy that hit the home runs. So that's a breaking ball in there, 0-1. Catch in the back corner there for Brandon Lowe. Of course, again, this will be about a pitch behind today. It'll serve as the replay. There's the breaking ball on the corner. 0-1 count to allow the pitch. That misses upstairs. 101, 90 on the cutter. Saints lost at the goal line. That's tough. Let's go on, Chad. Welcome on in from Clearwater, Florida. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out. 1-1 count to allow. Gray sets, kicks, and delivers. Tried to backdoor him again, but missed it, and it's going to be 2-1. That was a sweeper, a little bit different than the curveball. Keep going with the casual. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to do rest of the season. I aim to do it. We'll see if I actually do it. I really like the pirate shirt that I have. 2-1 to allow. That's going to be hit, and that is off the first baseman's glove. And that'll be a base hit. Contreras trying to make a nice play, but just couldn't quite make the catch off his glove. See if we get a replay. We're going to get the replay of the hit. Love to see the field. And almost, I mean, off the end of the glove. So that will be a base hit for Brandon Lau. 1-out single for the Pirates. And that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, batting .264, OPS of .810, 15 homers and 63 RBIs. The pitch, that's in there, 0-1, 92 on the fastball. Again, Gray, of course, 36 years old, doesn't have the velocity that he once did. Apparently, Reynolds has had a very nice mini career against the Red Sox, batting .432 in 13 career games against Boston. The 0-1, that's off the plate, 1-1. Not put up too many on the table. Yeah, I don't know. We shall see. Here's the 1-1, and that's a tapper to third. And looks like Durbin will just throw it to first. Get the for sure outs. So Lau is at second now with 2 outs. That'll bring up the magician Esmeralyn Valdez, batting .250, OPS of .923, 14 homers and 41 RBIs. Shout out to Kayla. We're listening to the car. Appreciate you, Steve and Kayla. Thank you guys for hanging out. Ashley from Casper, Wyoming, Pirates fan for life. Dave Parker gave me the love for the Pirates growing up. Appreciate you, Ann Bright. Or Ashley, I should say. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. Thank you for hanging out. 0-1 to the magician. Again, first 37 games this year. OPS of 1092. Last 7 in the 500s. 0-1 the pitch. That's a breaking ball off the plate. 101, 85 on the sweeper. One counts. The pitch. That's upstairs. Called a strike. Favorable call for Boston. 1-2 counts. Anyone picked up Marcel? I don't think so. I think he is a free agent. The 1-2. Breaking ball downstairs. 2-2. Rutschman thought about it. Does not challenge. Would have been wrong. Thank you, Tracy. It's my dad's birthday, but I appreciate that. Yeah, he may check in later. I'm not too sure. 2-2 to the magician. Runner on second, 2 outs. The pitch. That is outside. Ball 3. Gray wanted the call. Walking off the mound. 3-2. I think he wanted Rutschman to challenge. Count is full, 3-2. Looks like the magician will ask for time. Yeah, I think teams are aware of how bad Ozuna is. Yeah, he's just washed. He is washed. 3-2. Kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Gray with a pair of strikeouts himself. We go to the top of the second, 0-0 in Pittsburgh. 2 up for the Red Sox will be Wilson Contreras, Wilyer Abreu, and Caleb Durbin. All right. Let's see what's happening across baseball right now. The Orioles leading 2-1 over Tampa Bay. The Reds lead 2-1 over the Marlins. Astros 1, Mariners nothing. Phillies and the Twins 0-0. Padres and the Indians 1-1. Braves leading 1-0 over the Diamondbacks, and the Brewers and the Dodgers 0-0. That is it. That is all. Happy birthday to all the Leos. Why not, Leo? Appreciate you for hanging out, Leoville. That is that a town? The town of Leo. As soon as going to the Tokyo Giants, he would do well there. I guarantee you, he would. He'd be a legend. The Mets did. Yeah, the Mets came back and won. That was pretty huge. Appreciate you, Z Potts, Pirates fans on vacay in Myrtle Beach listening. Let's go, Buccos. Appreciate you, Potts. Cecil Fielder went to Tokyo and came back hitting home runs. Well, maybe that's what it is. You got to get your confidence up. Folks, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. We are just 25 days away from the NFL season, trying to get to 11,000 by then. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. So make sure again to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Got to look at the wild card standings. The Pirates 5.5 back. Pardon me. The Diamondbacks and the Phillies are tied for that last spot. And you're good, Tracy. No biggie. No biggie at all. Mine is not in August. Will I reveal it? I don't know. I've revealed it before, I think, to the OGs. All right. We are back. Again, it's going to be Wilson Contreras to lead off for the Red Sox. Is batting .281, OPS of .917, 24 homers, 72 RBIs. Looks at a pitch in there. It's 0-1. Fastball right down the middle. 0-1 to Contreras. The pitch. And that is fouled back. 0-2. 91 of the slider out of the zone. Contreras made contact. Oh, and 2 to Wilson Contreras. The pitch, and that is way in the dirt. 1-2. And Jones, as mentioned, again, his last 3 starts, 9.69 ERA. Just not good. Previous 4 before that, 1.29. The 1-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is 3 strikeouts, actually. That's 3 in a row. As that'll bring up Wilyer Abreu. He's batting .254, OPS of .794, 21 homers and 64 RBIs. Guest appearance of Trisk? I don't know. That was not discussed at lunch. We were kind of just talking about a bunch of other things. Jones readies and fires. That's inside ball 1. About the past. 1-0. Jones readies, rocks, and fires as Abreu sends this to right. That ball is gone. Wilyer Abreu opens up the scoring with the solo shot to right. That is Abreu's 22nd home run of the season. And again, the Red Sox leading 1-0. Again, a powerful lefty. 420 feet, 111 off the bat. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. Subbed right when the home run hit, I guess. We are serious, Alex. Hey, it happens. You know there's going to be scoring. So 1 out in the second. That'll bring up Caleb Durbin. He sets, he delivers. That's at the knee, 0-1. 98 on the fastball. Durbin batting .251, OPS of .728, 12 homers and 60 RBIs. As Durbin sends it to right, that's going to drop in for a base hit. Simon's there, tosses it in. So 1 out single for the Red Sox. They're showing the fastball high and in. All right, that'll bring up Jarren Duran batting .202. OPS of .615, 16 homers and 61 RBIs. He had the money line. Oh, wow. Runner on first, 1 out. Jones will try to reset the pitch. That's a foul tip. Strike 1. He struck out 3, yeah. They just missed his location. Abreu pretty happy again. His 22nd home run of the season. 0-1 to Jarren Duran. standing there. The pitch. That's off the plate. Ball one trying to mess up with the timing, I guess. I don't know, but just was standing there menacingly. 1-1 to Duran, the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike two, 92 in the dirt. Duran in swing mode. And Duran is he's a speedster. He's got some pop for sure. Let's go, Brian. Welcome on in. I'm all right. Tired. Sleep deprived, but I'll make it work. As Duran sends this to left, that's going to hook out of play. 1-2. Those of you that know District Nation, he's a friend of the channel, covers the Nationals. He is in attendance tonight, watching Boston at Pittsburgh. So, yeah, now we got District Nation. He's watching the game. The 1-2 way upstairs, 2-2, 97 on the fastball. Jones at 23 pitches. Jones readies. And a pickoff attempt, but he is safe. Durbin, I don't believe he is that fast or anything, but, you know. He's kind of young, so I guess he's got some speed. Another throw over, and this time he is out. Oh, great pickoff move by Jones. Guess Durbin was feeling antsy or something. Yeah, he really, wow. He was way off. Wow, I don't know what he was doing. That's just... that is a free out for the Pirates. That is a good move by Jones. That is a swing and a miss. He struck him out, so he kind of ends it well. But the Red Sox, of course, tack on a run. A home run there by Wilyer Abreu. Red Sox leading 1-0 over the Pirates. Two up for the Pirates will be Ronnie Simon, Jacob Gonzalez, and Jake Mangum. Wow, indeed. Yep. Yeah, Durbin, I don't know. That was an aggressive lead. And Jones sent him back to the bench. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to grow the channel even more. Of course, likes just push out the stream to more potential viewers. Trying to catch the game. More Pirate fans, Red Sox fans, baseball fans, whatever it is. So make sure, again, to sub to the channel or like it up. Again, we're at 72 likes. Trying to get to 150. Still trying to keep that that streak going for as long as we can. There might come a day when it doesn't happen anymore. That's pretty good. Yeah, missed his location with the home run. That was a very hittable ball. Of course, had his first throw out the other day. Yep. That was a nice throw too. Nice pick, I believe. That was the Miami. Yeah, I think it was Miami. I want to say. One run's not going to win this game. Probably not. I doubt it'll be 1-0. Again, the Red Sox, they definitely have a legit pitcher on the mound today. Thank you again for the sub. Just noticed that. Appreciate that. 3 subs. Thank you very much. This game is broadcast nationally tonight on Fox. Yeah, kind of misleading with that, because there's 3 games on for Fox. This one not catching the broader audience. I imagine Dodgers Brewers is, and then there's another one, Diamondbacks and the Braves. But yeah, if you're in the area, yes, it's going to be on Fox. But yeah, it's pretty cool though. It's cool to see the Pirates, you know, on somewhat national television like ESPN. Like, that was pretty neat, even though they lost. That's up and away. Ball one. We're back underway in Pittsburgh. Fox a little bit late to get back to it. Simon batting .333. OPS of 749, no homers and 2 RBIs. The pitch. That's in there, 1-1. Kelly being interviewed. Vermont is Red Sox country, so local Fox outlet showing the game. Turn off the sound, listen to your call. Appreciate you, Jake. Thank you very much. Let's go, Bucks. Here's the 1-1 to Simon. That's off the plate, 2-1. You got Kenny Albert on the call. Kenny Albert's not too bad. Thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. Thank you, Pokey. Appreciate it. Going with, again, polos, neutral parties now. Trying to be, with the Pirate games. 2-1 to Simon. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, Kenny Albert, he's pretty good. Did a great job with the Olympic hockey. I was very impressed. 2-2 to Simon. Gray kicks and delivers. Called strike 3. That was nearly right down the middle. Simon was fooled, I guess. Simon says strikeout. That'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez, batting .235, OPS of 697, 6 homers and 28 RBIs. Thanks for the treats. Okay, thank you for the jewels. I appreciate that. Treat. Here is the pitch to Gonzalez. That's going to be hit right to the first baseman. Contreras makes a very nice catch. That was quick. 2 outs. That'll bring up Jake Mangum, batting .297, OPS of 744, homers and 28 RBIs. July 19th, the Pirates 52-48. As we all know, they were in that number 3 wild card spot. Since then, they're 8-16. 5.5 back. The pitch. That's off the plate. Ball 1. Pirates again have not been playing like themselves. Last 2 games, the offense looking like, well, we kind of got used to. We'll see if it's for real. Athena living in Pennsylvania. Gotcha. 1-0 count to Mangum. The pitch. That's a little flare to right. That'll drop in. That is a base hit. Abreu's there. He'll just toss it over to second. So a 2-out single. Again, that's kind of what the Pirates were doing quite a bit. Getting on base with 2 outs during that, stretch. And, of course, they're still in that stretch, despite the 2 wins, of course. That'll bring up Rafael Flores Jr. is batting .294, OPS of 1076, 4 homers and 10 RBIs. Has hit 3 home runs in his last 2 games. The pitch. That's in there, 0-1. Obviously, you'd love to see that pace continue, but it's kind of unrealistic to expect that from him. Your mom's cousin used to play for the Red Sox. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. 0-1 to Flores. Pickoff attempt. Mangum is safe. We beat the Phillies. We did. We split, but yeah. Yankees, Penn State, football, UConn, basketball. Gotcha. Yeah, not really a fan of any of those teams, but that's all good. 0-1 count to Flores. The pitch. That's down to the dirt. 1-1. Yep. Pirates for college football. I mean, college, it's just Pitt, but again, I'm not attached to really the school at all. Never went. So a really casual fan there. The 1-1, that's going to be in there. 1-2, 93 on the sinker right down the middle. But I do pull for him anyway. 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first. Boston leading 1-0 over Pittsburgh. Sonny Gray had 28 pitches. Gray sets. He kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 85 on the sweeper. Down and away. That is now 4 strikeouts for Sonny Gray as we go to the top of the third. Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. Doing from the Red Sox will be Andrew Monasterio, Nick Sogard, and Masataka Yoshida. Kind of surprised how the Phillies have been doing. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked, to be honest with you, that the Phillies are still there, but I don't expect them to make the playoffs. But, you know, again, I've been wrong before. I've been wrong before, believe it or not. Local Buck station is broadcasting Pittsburgh Riverhounds. There we go. Hey, you know what? I hear they're pretty good. I hear they're pretty good. I love soccer. I really do. In an alternate reality, I am a soccer player. Now, did I make it to any of the bigger European leagues? Probably not. I do think alternative timeline Dr. DeLay is probably in the MLS. Not saying that's much, but, you know, it's still pretty cool. All right, the Orioles 3, Rays 1. Marlins and the Reds tied at 2 apiece. Phillies leading 1-0 over the Twins. Indians leading 2-1 over the Padres. Again, we're going to need the Indians and the Twins to help us out. Kind of pulling for the Reds because the Marlins are still ahead of the Reds. Not really a big deal, though. Whoever wins is whoever wins. The Mariners leading 4-1 over the Astros. Brewers leading 2-0 over the Dodgers. Diamondbacks leading 3-2 over the Braves. Going to need the Braves to help us out as well. Final scores from earlier: the White Sox over the Tigers 4-3. Cardinals over the Cubs 8-4. Blue Jays over the Yankees 4-1. Giants over the Rockies 7-1. And the Mets over the Nationals 5-4. Good for any college team. I just like the sports. I just like the league. That's kind of where I stand with college football. But, you know, pull for Pitt, though. They lose, I'm not going to cry. So, not really a big deal for me. You have a good night, Scott. Yeah, that's a little odd there on the phone. That's weird. Appreciate you, though. We are back. Jones sets and delivers. Breaking ball catches the top part of the zone. 0-1. Monasterio at the plate, the former Brewer, spanning 270, OPS of 776, 6 homers, and 33 RBIs. The pitch as Monasterio sends this to left. Valdez is back and makes the catch for out number 1, allowed out number 1. Gave it a good ride. Now we're in Yankee Stadium. That is gone. That'll bring up Nick Sogard, batting 258, OPS of 702, no homers, and 5 RBIs. Pirates, of course, with a very pitchers-friendly park. Especially if you're a right-handed batter. You would struggle here if you're a power guy. That's in there 0-1. Not saying, of course, that you can't hit home runs. I mean, McCutcheon hit 31, I believe. One time. Pedro Alvarez, well, he's a lefty, but yeah, I get the gist. So that's off the plate 1-1. I guess Jason Bay had a nice 30-plus season. 1-1 is Sogard. Jones kicks and fires. That's downstairs 2-1. And Flores going to challenge. He will lose this challenge. Definitely not a good one there by Flores. That is incorrect. Pirates down to 1 more challenge. Thank you again for the sub. I do appreciate that. 18 subs away from 10,800. So thank you very much. 2-1 to Sogard. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Jones sets, kicks, and delivers. That's going to be fouled back. Sogard batted lead off last night. I think just 1 or 2 lineup changes for the Red Sox. Rafaela playing today. No more Eli White. 2-2. That's in the dirt. 3-2. 86 on the breaking ball. Going redeemed. It's a packed house down there. I was tempted to go. Yeah, it is a good looking crowd for the Pirates. The 3-2. That should be in there, but no. Not getting the call. And, of course, Flores already missed a challenge. So he's going to be very gun-shy there. That is a walk. That'll bring up Masataka Yoshida. 0 for 1 on the night. Thank you again for the sub. That would be Mike Wallace or Jeremy Bernard. The pitch. That's right down the middle, 0-1. 96 on the fastball. So the velocity already kind of dipping a little bit. That's not a good sign. 0-1 to Yoshida. The delivery, that's a ground ball, and that gets through between first and second. That could be trouble for the Pirates. Throw is in, and he is safe at second. That is a double. So Yoshida with the one-out double, as the Red Sox now with runners at second and third with 1 out. Now there's some sort of issue. I don't know what's happening here. The Red Sox manager, is he coming out, or is that the trainer? Oh, Yoshida might be hurt. Yeah, that is not a good sign for the Pirates. The Red Sox, oh yeah, he stumbled something, he pulled something. Ooh, definitely a non-contact injury, and he's limping off the field. So Yoshida, he may be out for some sort of time. So I imagine Eli White might come in. Maybe, I don't know. So an injury here for the Red Sox. Yoshida is going to be done after the double. Looks like it's going to be Siegler. Siegler's the pinch runner. So, yeah, Jared Jones in a little bit of trouble with runners in scoring position. What kind of phone do I have? I have a, I don't know, Galaxy. I wasn't the one with the phone problems, by the way, if that's what you're wondering, Matthew. Here is the pitch. That's down and away, ball 1. Doc looks like a Samsung guy. I don't really know what that even means, but you are correct, so I can't be too upset, but we're just going to move on. 1-0 count. Infield is in for the Pirates. Jones sets, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a miss. Chase down to the zone, 1-1, 97 on the fastball. Infield is in for the Pirates. Trying to keep that run from scoring. Flores setting up inside. The pitch. And that is going to be fouled back. The pitch was outside. So Jones definitely not really hitting his spots. Most RBIs. The Red Sox with 3 of the 5 top RBI hitters since the All-Star break. That is crazy. Again, they were playing really good baseball. I was told that the Red Sox were not playing good entering the series. 1-2 counts. He kicks, he fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is a huge out, number 2 for the Pirates. Huge. That'll bring up Adley Rutschman, who struck out in his first appearance. By the way, that was Jones's 5th strikeout of the game. Steps in the former Oriole, Adley Rutschman. The pitch, that's inside, ball 1. 99 on the fastball. Let's go Ensima, welcome on in. Let's go Pirates. Yeah, I think the Phillies were up last time we checked. I don't recall. 1-0 to the flying Rutschman. He kicks, he delivers. That's upstairs, 2-0. 98. 2-0. Jones sets, kicks, and delivers. That's a half-hearted swing and a miss there. 2-1. Kind of fooled him on the slider. Jones at 42 pitches with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. Jones readies, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 94 below the zone on the changeup. And again, Rutschman, he kind of half-hearted, trying to pull up. Not really committing to the swing. Two and two from Jones. He sets, kicks, and fires just outside. Ball 3. Jones wanted the call, but no, it was indeed outside. Change-up tailing away there at the end. Phillies on hubby's phone and Eagles on the TV. Gotcha. 3-2 to Rutschman. He kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Jones is fired up. Got himself in a little bit of a jam, but gets out of it with back-to-back strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. 2 up for the Pirates will be Jared Triolo, Spencer Horwitz, and Brandon Lau. That is now 6 strikeouts for Jared Jones. Definitely much needed for the Pirates. Base hit could have been trouble. Most likely would have scored the 2. Again, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is free. Trying to grow this channel even more. Trying to get to 11,000 by the time the NFL season starts. That is 25 days away. And, of course, trying to get to 10,800. 17 subscribers away from 10,800. Appreciate you, Brian, for hanging out. Thank you very much. But, yeah, make sure, again, to hit the like button. Again, the likes push out the stream to more Pirate fans, Red Sox fans, more fans just trying to catch the game, sports fans. That is really all it does. So make sure, again, to hit that like button. We have a streak of 154 Pirates games. We got to keep it going. It'll end one day. But it is still alive for the moment. I think the Marlins, a Marlins game we got 150 exactly. Like it was, we were hanging on for dear life. We really were. But yeah, again, thank you for choosing me. Again, I'm seeing right now there's a lot of people calling this game right now. A lot of Red Sox fans. A lot of Red Sox have a lot of people that call the game. Is the shirt unbuttoned? Yeah, it's like halfway down. It's like if I were to unbutton all these, but it's just exposing, his chest there. There's the color commentary you're looking for. Thank you, Argyle Dad. Appreciate you for hanging out. Trying to grow the channel even more. It's definitely yeah, it's been fun, though. It's been fun. It's been stressful at times with baseball season, but we're going to be all right. We're interviewing Connor Griffin as Jared Triolo will step up to the plate to lead things off for the Pirates in the bottom of the 3rd. Gray sets and delivers. That's in there 0-1. Triolo batting .247, OPS of .646. 2 homers and 24 RBIs. 1 count to Jared Triolo. He sets and delivers as Triolo sends a fly ball to left. More height, though, than distance. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Had a lot of height on it. Hung up there quite a bit. With and without Griffin, the Pirates, with Griffin in the lineup, averaging 5.3 runs a game. Without him, 4.9. Of course, the Pirates with a winning record with Griffin. Losing record without. Of course, that makes sense. Again, I've mentioned that his speed can really make a difference. Just extending One, he hustles. Of course, again, a routine grounder is not so routine with him. Horwitz is back in there. That's in there 0-1. Of course, again, the stolen base threat is gone now. Again, Mangum's really been the only guy that's been able to do it. So, I mean, what Griffin can offer, again, his bat, yeah, still needs to work on it, of course, but it was coming together. Definitely a lot better with him than without. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there, but not called a strike. It's 1-1. Internet went out. Oh, that's not good. Thank you again for the sub. I appreciate that. 784. 1-1 to Spencer Horwitz. Here's the pitch as Horwitz chops it foul. 1-2. 91 goes the four-seam fastball. Again, not a velo guy. Going to mix up his pitches really well and rely on location. That's why his ERA is in the 2s. Gonzalez doesn't steal too many bases. Yeah, he's just not good on the bases. Here's the 1-2, and that's once again tapped foul. Yeah, Gonzalez, I don't know. He just doesn't have a feel for it. But yeah, it's definitely shocking. And Triolo can move as well. The Pirates have some guys that can move. They're not Connor Griffin or anything, but, you know, they're definitely above average speed. 1-2 to Horwitz. The pitch. Checked his swing. It's off the plate. 2-2. Remember, there was one guy in the chat, though, that would just randomly rip Connor Griffin for no reason. He wouldn't even be playing. And I'm like, why do you do that? The 2-2, and that's going to be a fly ball to left, and that'll be caught by Duran for out number 2. So 2 outs. That'll bring up Brandon Lau's singled. That is the... Well, actually, no, there's 2 hits for the Pirates tonight, but again, the Pirates, they're going to have to take advantage whenever they get guys on base. Trill, a bad player? It's not the best. It's the best way to say that. Gray sets and delivers. That's downstairs ball 188 on the changeup. Connor Griffin, a class act. Just a good guy. Definitely a guy that I'm really happy the Pirates have. Here's the 1-0, and that's found back 1-1. Really excited to see Connor Griffin, man. Which I know, of course, people are like, well, they should shut him down, but we'll see. 1-1 counts. Gray sets, kicks, and delivers. That's downstairs 2-1. I don't even know what you're talking about, sports. I have to clarify there, buddy. 2-1 counts. Gray kicks and delivers as Lau sends a fly ball to left. Duran is there, and he makes the catch for out number 3. All right, we go to the top of the 4th. Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. 2 up for the Red Sox will be Wilson Contreras, Wilyer Abreu, and Caleb Durbin. Trello's good for the bench. Yeah, I would say so. Just ready for Griffin. Connor should be starting a rehab. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's supposed to be back in September. I think it's early September. I could be wrong. Not too sure. But yeah, definitely miss him. Definitely miss Connor. All right, we'll go over scores real quick. The Orioles 3, the Rays 2, Reds 4, Marlins 3, Phillies 1, Twins nothing, Mariners 4, Astros 2, Indians 2, Padres 1, Red Sox, of course, again, they're leading the Pirates 1-0. Brewers leading 2-1 over the Dodgers, and the Diamondbacks 6, Braves 2. is pretty much it. Again, make sure, of course, to hit the like button. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to grow this channel even more. Trying to get to 11,000 again by the time the NFL season is here. And of course, liking the channel, of course, can push out to more and more potential Pirate fans, Red Sox fans, and sports fans trying to catch the game. Early September. That'll work. Honestly, that could... And again, if the Pirates can get themselves back within, 3 games, 4 games, even 4 would work. 4 games to go with the month, it's doable. With Connor Griffin, it could work out. Like number Crosby, it'll work. September 4th. Yeah, that'd be good. Backroad, welcome on in. How's it going? How's it going, Bengals? Welcome on in. Yeah, I didn't get to see. I know I saw some of the stats. I don't know if you saw the preseason there, Bengals, for the Bengals. But hopefully you liked what you saw, or maybe not. I don't know. Here is the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 1. You're like number 87. Yep. No, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I always think of football. There's really not an 87 for the Steelers that was that great. Here's the 1-0 to Contreras. That's inside 2-0. Contreras struck out in his first appearance. Jones at 47 pitches here in the top of the 4th. Nobody out. He kicks. He delivers. That's in there 2-1. That's why I said Crosby. Gotcha. Yeah, 87 for the Steelers. Nothing really that crazy. Nothing. No one that was maybe like Mark Bruner, I guess. That's the one that I can think of. The 2-1. That's in the dirt. 3-1 to Wilson Contreras. B grade. Gotcha. Yeah, for preseason, it does. Obviously, everyone knows it doesn't matter who wins or loses. Just how do the players look? Do they look good? Are they? I don't know, that's pretty much it. Here's the 3-1 to Contreras. That's off the plate, ball 4. Contreras walks, so a leadoff walk for the Red Sox. That'll bring up Wilyer Abreu, who, again, hit a home run in his last appearance. That is the difference of the game. Beery's hitting 216. Horrible Trailers hitting 261, same amount of at-bats as of late, I guess so. Need to be at 500 better before the 4th. Yeah, for sure. Definitely need to be around there. And thank you, Seema. Steeler game, I thought the quarterbacks looked pretty good. And of course had some nice plays by Bernard. Lou Nichols, the running back, looked really good. Probably going to push out Caleb Johnson. That's downstairs. Ball 1 to Abreu. So Jones having some trouble here to the top of the 4th. And Abreu, of course, hit his 22nd home run of the season on Jones. Jones sets. Kicks and delivers in the dirt. And it's 2-0. Jones having some trouble. Another one was Larry Brown. That was 70s or 80s, right? Yeah, that would definitely be before my time. The 2-0. That's a swing and a miss. 2-1. 97 on the outside corner. Well, Howard, he to me was the worst of the 3 that played. Rudolph looked the best, then Aller, and then Howard. He was fine though, but yeah, I think Aller might be the guy they go with. That's going to be downstairs 3-1. I kind of had a feeling that was the case anyway. I mean, Aller's a 3rd-round pick. And, McCarthy took him. Tomlin took Howard. But, we got 2 more games. 3-1 counts. The pitch. And that finds the strike zone. 3-2. Again, of course, Jones having a little bit of trouble here in the 4th. Already looks tired. That's the thing with Jones, just doesn't give you innings. That's what you need out of a starting pitcher. You need at least 5. I mean, I want 6, preferably 7. The 3-2, and that's going to be fouled back. 71-76. Gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't run out. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Howard has 2 more tries. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, that he's done, but out of the 2, definitely Aller. So that's going to be hit to right, and that is a fair ball, and that's going to, that's going to stay in fair play. And Contreras is jogging. I don't know if he thought that. I mean, if Contreras was running, he would have scored for sure. But yeah, the Red Sox with runners on second and third with nobody out. So this is trouble for the Pirates. Slider that's up and in again. Abreu hit a home run off the same location. So yeah, I mean, it's just not good. Jones is getting shellacked. All right, that'll bring up Caleb Durbin, who singled in his last appearance, but now there's a little bit of delay. Number 9 didn't get hurt. Yep. Aller's not going to be the starting quarterback, Tom. No way. No. That will not be happening. Unless, again, Rogers is hurt. And even then, I think they'll probably put Rudolph. All right, so the Red Sox, again, looking like they will tack on some runs here. We'll see what Jones and the Pirates defense can do. Jones sets. The infield is in for the Pirates. The pitch, and that's going to be up and in. Checked his swing, appeal down to first. It's inside ball 1. Jones last few starts. Yep. Again, a last 3 starts, 9.69 ERA. It's just been bad. It's just terrible. Here's the 1-0. That's in there, 1-1. Of course, right now, obviously he's only allowed 1, but very much looking like that will change. 1-1 to Caleb Durbin, the former Brewer. The pitch, and that is fouled off his foot. It's 1-2 again. 1 out here will do huge. Of course, again, the double play is very unlikely, with the Red Sox again having runners at second and third. Let's go, Christopher. Welcome on in. One and 2. The pitch. That's a ground ball to short, and that will keep Contreras at third. Throws to first for out number 1. That was huge. Now, of course, decision to time for the Pirates. Do you walk Duran to set up the possible double play? Of course, Duran can move, but, you know, unless they're all stealing or moving at the same time, this will be interesting. So Duran did strike out his first appearance. But we'll see again. Runners on second and third, 1 out. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1, 93 on the changeup on the outside corner. Jones on a strict pitch limit, pitch count. Yeah, it's like 75, 80 or something like that. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Strike 2, 92 on the changeup. Tracy, the Red Sox manager, yelling at Duran, trying to offer words of encouragement. 0-2 count to Duran. Jones sets. He kicks and fires way upstairs. I mean, Flores had to stand up to make the catch. 1-2. We have some waste pitches, so I guess it's fine, but yeah, I don't think Duran's going to swing at that. The 1-2 to Duran. That's up and in. 2-2. 99 goes the fastball. Dotel, I don't think he's on. I don't know. I think he just got sent down. Let's go on YouTube. Welcome on in. Here's the 2-2, and that's downstairs 3-2. I think YouTube just does that as a greeting. But YouTube's been here for a few months. Good bit, honestly, I think. 3-2 to Duran. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball upstairs. Looked like he was content with the walk, but he gets him to chase. 2 outs. That was huge. Red Sox fans sitting behind home plate couldn't believe it. All right, so again, 2 outs, runners on second and third. And that'll bring up the former Brewer, Andrew Monasterio. 0 for 1 on the night. The pitch. That's up and away, ball 1. Reds are up 4-3 in the 5th. 1-0 count. Jones looks over at third. The pitch, as that is fouled back 1-1. 98 on the fastball. That was right down the middle, too. So, again, still Jones leaving some hittable pitches. Obviously got to put it in the strike zone, but right down the middle, I don't know about that. 1-1 to Monasterio. The pitch, that's in the dirt, 2-1. 86, appeal down to first. I don't think he went. He did not. Walked the plank. There we go, Miss Donna. Monasterio, no, pardon me, the Red Sox. Runners in scoring position, batting .255. Tonight they're 0 for 4, so you can say they're due for that. Appreciate you, Mike, for hanging out. 2-1 to Monasterio. Jones readies. Here is the pitch. And that is popped up. Is it playable? Horowitz. We'll see that become a souvenir. 2-2 count. Jared Jones, the chat believes in you. Do you believe in you? 2-2. Jones readies. Kicks and fires. And that is fouled back. Just got a piece of it. He was late. Just spoiling it there. 2-2. And Monasterio with a smile. I think he knew that he got lucky. That he just had to put bat to ball there to stay alive. The 2-2. Checked his swing. Appeal down to first. Did he go? He did not. It's 3-2. It is in Pittsburgh, Sherry. It's in Pittsburgh. Adam, it's a replay. I saw your comment last night. If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. 3-2, the pitch. That's going to be hit to left. That is a foul ball. You do not have to be here, Adam. Again, honestly, I could just have a strike zone up there. I could be that guy. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry to offend you so much. Count is still 3-2 to Monasterio. Gave it a good ride. This is a replay. Well, no, that serves. It's like a pitch behind, so it serves as a replay. It serves as a replay, essentially. 3-2. Jones readies. And looks like he'll step off. Kind of a big deal here. I mean, and also, considering that Jones is already at 74 pitches, this may be his last inning. 3-2. He kicks, he fires. Once again, fouled back. 99 on the fastball, just getting a piece of it. Like number 116, that's Trisk. Folks, if you can, wish a happy birthday to Trisk. 56 years young. 3-2 counts. The pitch popped up. Flores sees it become a souvenir again. I mean, this is quite the at-bat. Doorknob on the back porch. Yeah, they might be there for a few hours. That's all good. I can just throw them away. Not a big deal. 3-2. The pitch. Monasterio sends a little flare to center. Mangum racing in and makes the catch. He gets out of it, folks. It was definitely a little scary for the Pirates, but they get out of it. 1-0 Red Sox leading over the Pirates again. The Red Sox had runners at second and third with nobody out. And Jared Jones does his job. Due up for the Pirates will be Brian Reynolds, Esmeralyn Valdez, and Ronnie Simon. I can't believe that. I honestly did not expect that. That's cool, though. Good stuff, Jared Jones. Showing some grit. He said fun, yeah. Holy fun. That was exactly what he said. I appreciate you, Alex. And thank you guys for the birthday wishes there for Trisk. Trisk is a legend. A legend here in the channel. Happy birthday, Chris. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But appreciate you, Mongo. Oh, man. I will check out scores because that took forever. All right, the Orioles leading 3-2 over the Rays. Reds 4, Marlins 3, Indians 2, Padres 1, Phillies 2, the Twins nothing. Brewers 4, Dodgers 1, Mariners 5, Astros 2, Diamondbacks 6, Braves 2. Dipping sauces, no. Well, no. That was, there was ranch on top of the chicken tenders because it was honey chipotle chicken tenders from Chili's. So that's pretty much it. And appreciate you guys for hanging out. Do you think Rafael will get a hit? He probably will. It's not looking good. Struck out twice, but he'll probably get at least 2 more chances, possibly 3. 42 pitch inning. Yeah, that was a lot. Think we should pull him? I would send him out there for the start of the 5th if it were up to me. But I don't know what they're going to do. Russell with the cones. Yeah, we need cones. Still going for a 6-game streak. Would be nice. But we'll see. All right, Brian Reynolds again will lead off for the Pirates in the bottom of inning number 4. Here's the pitch. That's in there 0-1. Gray had a long time to sit. He's at 42 pitches. Reynolds 0 for 1 on the night. Gray readies, kicks, and delivers. That's off the plate. And it's ball 1, 78 on the curveball. Sonny's killing us. Yeah, Sonny, again, he's played the Pirates plenty of times as a member of the Reds and the Cardinals. Gray readies. He begins the windup. Here is the pitch as Reynolds fouls it back 1-2. Trisk is the GOAT. He is. 1-2 counts. Ready's on the mound. He sets. He kicks. He delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Reynolds. That'll bring up Esmeralyn Valdez, who's 0 for 1. Valid complaint that maybe I don't understand. Feedback is good. I mean, I get feedback, but I think your comment yesterday, I was just annoyed with it. Yeah, you said, dude, you're 2 pitches out of the cast is not good. I won't be coming back. And it's like, it's not an airport, man. So, yeah, I'm sorry. That's why I reacted the way I did. As Valdez squeezes this in between short and third for a base hit. There we go, 1-out single for the Pirates. So Valdez with the Pirates' third hit. Again, the Pirates kind of struggling here against Gray, who, again, 14 wins for Gray. That actually tied. This is the tied for the most he's ever had. That'll bring up Ronnie Simon, who struck out looking in his first appearance. But yeah, no, I get it, but I don't know. It's just kind of there. That's in their 0-1. It's kind of there for like the brain rots. Keep your attention. Those you then have to watch. Like the jiggle the keys. 0-1 counts. Gray kicks and delivers. That's a grounder to first. Possible double play. Throws it to second. Throws back to first. Simon is out. That is a double play, and that'll end the inning. That was a quick half inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. Though they may review it. Maybe. I don't know. All right. Sogard, Yoshida, and Rafaela. Those guys are due up. Cease is pitching tomorrow. For the Blue Jays. Yeah, the Blue Jays, I believe they have the final spot as of now in the AL. So I can see why, Sherry, you'd want for the Red Sox to lose. Just have the game on. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, some people have the game on while they listen. That's always pretty cool. But, yeah. Essentially, again, this is just calling the game for those that can't watch it. Last year I was just doing this. Because I didn't really know the 3D feature was a thing. I didn't know about that until the end. Lobster too buttery, I guess. I will not let it go. Actually, I should. I'll let it go now. Anyway, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, we're at 126 likes. Trying to get to 150. That is the streak for the Pirates that we've had for a good bit. I'll actually get the number on that tomorrow. Might as well. But yeah, trying to keep it above 150. So make sure to get to 150. Gets pushed out the stream to more and more potential viewers. Pirate fans, Red Sox fans, baseball fans, sports fans in general. Jays are 4 back in the Sox. Yeah. Yeah, they won today. So we'll try. We will try, Miss Sherry. I don't know. Pirates right now, they don't really have an answer for Sonny Gray. And Jones, it looks like he's out there for his 5th inning of work. And I imagine, again, once he allows some runners, that's going to be it. 7-pitch, 4 inning. Gray has pitch count 30 or less than Jones. Yeah, 30 less than Jones. Yeah, it's... yeah. That is not looking good. Sonny's dealing. He is. All right, we're back and late to the action. You thought Pittsburgh Sportsnet was bad. How about the national broadcast of Fox? As it's 0-1 to Nick Sogard, who walked in his first appearance. Jones, by the way, at 78 pitches. Jones sets, kicks, and delivers. That's inside ball 1. 1-1 count to Sogard. Chat putting up the fences and the gates or whatever. Trying to keep the defense. Motivate the defense there. That's going to be outside 2-1. Jones readies, begins the windup. Here is the pitch. That's off the plate, 3-1. 90 on the changeup. Hasn't been pretty, but Jones has only allowed 1 run. But again, he is definitely tiring. Yeah, that is clear. 3-1 count to Sogard. The pitch that is popped up. Is it playable? It may be. Flores in foul territory. Triolo calling him off to make the catch. That is out number 1. Up to 132 likes. There we go. Phillies winning 8-0. Unbelievable. Well, I appreciate that, Seema, for watching. I appreciate that. But, yeah, clearly the Phillies looking pretty good. I need them to not look good, so that's kind of a bummer. Siegler sends this to left field. Valdez is backing up just shy of the track and makes the catch for out number 2. So Siegler again replacing Masataka Yoshida. Saw 1 pitch and he flies out. That'll bring up Ceddanne Rafael. We had a chatter ask about him. He needs him to get a hit. I'd rather him not right now, but hey, it is what it is. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Wilbert O'Tell, I guess he is pitching. I thought he was hurt, but I guess not. But he's warming up. Don't know what happened here. We will reset this. There's the first pitch that's in there, and it's going to be 0-1. Sometimes the 3D can be a pain in the butt. 0-1 to Rafaela. Jones begins the windup. He kicks and delivers. That's a grounder to short. Gonzalez rifles to first. He is out. What a throw from Gonzalez. Triolo or Nick Gonzalez cannot make that throw. That was a dart. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Red Sox 1, Pirates 0. Due up for the Pirates will be Jacob Gonzalez, Jake Mangum, and Rafael Flores. Let's go, Tommy. Welcome on in. A lot of strikes down the middle. Yep. We're stuck with Brewers and Dodgers. Yeah, Indy's not that far from Pittsburgh. What, 5-6 hours? Or am I tripping? It is a little bit farther than that. Yeah, again, Brewers Dodgers is going to be the national broadcast. If you're not inside, like, the vicinity of they feel like Pittsburgh, or Boston, they're going to have that game because that is, yeah, that's the game to watch. Jeffrey Rush Art. Yeah, honestly, yeah, get some Pirates of the Caribbean stuff here. That'd be good. That would be good. Dotel, yeah, Wilbur Dotel. Yeah, I know, it's going to be interesting. How many strikeouts for Jones? Jones most likely will be done after that. Jones with 7 strikeouts. I'm going to assume that's going to be it, but we'll see. I think pulling him early is why we were saying what we were saying. No, I hear you. Yeah, I would, again, that was quick. May as well leave him in, but again, the Pirates are being very careful. I think we're way behind here. Look at this. They're still pitching to Rafaela. We're now like 4 pitches behind all of a sudden. I don't know what happened with the 3D there, but it is really lagging. Let me just reset it again. This is kind of bizarre. Unless I'm just way ahead. But that's usually not the case. All right. Build his dang stamina. Yeah, no, for sure. Don't pull him early. Yeah, no, I would keep him in. Again, just keep him going. But, you know, I do think the Pirates will probably pull him based on what they've done. All right, we are back again. Gray on the mound. He has been mowing down the Pirates. He'll face Jacob Gonzalez here to begin the bottom of the 5th. Checked his swing. Peeled down to 3rd. He did not go 1-0. Gray, by the way, at 49 pitches. Jones is getting handshakes and all that, so he is done. He is done. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be tapped foul 1-1. Gray is right-handed. Yes. Thank you for the jewels, Maggie. Appreciate it. 1-1 count to Gonzalez. Again, ironically, the Pirates, most of the runs have come off left-handed pitching the last 2 days. The 1-1 as Gonzalez sends a fly ball to shallow right. Siegler's on the run and makes the catch. Or probably that was Duran, not Siegler. Duran with the catch. That'll bring up Jake Mangum, who's 1 for 1 on the night. It's not working out right now. It's just way behind. And laggy. Gray sets, kicks, and delivers as Mangum scoops this to right. That's going to drop in for a base hit. That is his second hit of the night. So he's 2 for 2. So a 1-out single. That's better than a 2-out single. That'll bring up Rafael Flores, who struck out in his last appearance. Showing off Poly Market. I'm not sponsored by him. A little bit of delay here, but we are going to be good. Flores, for some reason, and Gray just taking their time. Runner on first, 1 out. From the stretch, and that finds the strike zone. 0-1. 91 on the sinker. More runs, Pirates. We need it. It's going Jacob. We'll see. We'll try. 0-1 count. The pitch. And that misses inside. 1-1. 92 on the sinker. And Flores, of course, has hit 3 home runs in his last 2 games. Seen the ball pretty well as of late. Mangum needs to steal second. I would agree with that. I would be aggressive right now. Need to get something going. 1-1 to Flores. Swing at a miss. Sweeper down and away. 1-2. That's the pitch he struck out on in his last at-bat. One and 2 count to Rafael Flores. Deep breath from Flores. As he did step out of the box, he will step back in. Get some offense going for the battling Bucks. 1-2. The pitch. That's a tapper. Mangum was going, and Monasterio kind of boots it. So Flores will reach. Good stuff there. The hit and run was in effect, and it'll kind of work. Flores at first, Mangum at second. I will go with a single, though it wouldn't surprise me if it's there. Trying to barehand it really would have been a tough play. Yeah, that's... Man. All right, that'll bring up Jared Triolo for 1 of the nights. 77 degrees in Pittsburgh. How's it going, Kitty? Good to see you, City Kitty. Let's go. AKA feet. See the chopper right there to my right, your left, or I guess your right as well. I don't really know, as that's going to be outside. Field down to first. Did not go. 1-0. Yeah. Let's go on, Mr. Greenwell. Come on in, rally time. It'd be nice. It would be nice. See if Triolo can come through here. 1-0 to Triolo. That's going to catch the outside corner. 1-1. 93 on the sinker. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Gray at 58 pitches. Has been very efficient so far. The pitch. Check this swing. Appeal now to first. Did not go. 2-1. I thought he went. That was way inside. I don't know how he even thought about swinging, but it almost hit him, too. I mean, that's... Oh, it looked like he went on the replay. That's Not a good call there by the umpire, but we'll take it. 2-1 count to Triolo. The pitch. Checked his swing. That one, the umpire calls him out there, calls him with the strike. It's 2-2. Triolo's trying to make contact here. On deck is Horwitz. The 2-2 to Triolo, called strike 3. He struck him out. That was a huge strikeout there from Sonny Gray. Gray now with 6 strikeouts. Triolo again, he was in swing mode and then looks at that one at the knees. All right, Horwitz 0 for 2 on the night. It's now the 3rd time through for the Pirates, or beginning the 3rd time through. That's usually when you see statistics, you know, favor the batting lineup. The pitch, that's in the dirt. Ball 1. Brewers 4-1 over the Dodgers. Wow. Yeah, that seems like a good series. I caught the ending of the last 2 games. Thursday and Friday. 1-0 counts. The pitch. And that is way upstairs. 2-0. And Rutschman is going to have a talk with Gray. That's interesting. Next Saturday, the Pirates and the Dodgers are going to be on Fox. Wow. So next Saturday, another Fox game. So same situation. Though with the Dodgers, they may push that more out nationally. So you might catch it. So same thing next week. Again, the Pirates also playing I think the Tigers on the Monday night game is, I believe, on ESPN as well. So again, the Pirates, you know, I know, of course, a lot of people are down and out, but, you know, the networks they are putting the Pirates on national TV because, you know, it's been a little bit better than what we're used to. 2-0 count. The pitch, and that's outside. 3-0. Rutschman's going to challenge. He will lose this. He will lose the challenge, so 3-0 to Spencer Horwitz. There it is, off the plate. It's going to be a scary series for the Pirates, yep. Brewers shut down the Dodgers, bases loaded, 1 out. Wow. I'm telling you, man, I do think the Brewers, I think last year I think they got swept, but I don't think that would be the case this year. I think the Brewers could really do it to the Dodgers. The 3-0 misses downstairs. Ball 4. Bases loaded for the Pirates. With Brandon Lau coming to the plate, he is 1 for 2. They're showing the 3-run blast he had last night. That was 26. Home run number 26 for him. I mean, it'd be nice to have that. Of course, a base hit would do wonders for the Pirates. Last 2 seasons, Brandon Lau 50 home runs as a second baseman. That is the most in Major League Baseball. So can Lau come through here? Another mound visit here. This time the pitching coach is getting involved. So give me 1 sec, as I'm going to hoist the chair, because I am shrinking as always. Always shrinking on here. Hopefully Lau doesn't shrink. Most RBIs players with new teams. Brandon Lau tied with Pete Alonso with 77. Ryan O'Hearn, by the way, 69. He is 5th on the list. Of course, O'Hearn's missed plenty of time and most likely won't be back at all. Maybe the end of September. Gray readies. He sets and delivers. Checked his swing. It's in there. 0-1. To Brandon Lau. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Gray kicks and delivers. That's in the dirt. Try to get him to fish for it. 1-1. Gray had 67 pitches. Hoisted, yep. Had to hoist it. Hoist the chair. 1-1 allow. Mangan with an aggressive lead, of course, over at third. No one will really cover him. The pitch. Check this swing. Appeal down to third. Did he go? He went. 1-2. That was way upstairs. Lau, of course, in swing mode. Color guy didn't think that was a swing. It was close. 1-2 to Brandon Lau. Gray, of course, with some pitches to work with. We'll see. The 1-2 way upstairs. Almost a passed ball, but Adley with a nice catch. 2-2. Very close, yep. 2-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Curveball in the dirt. Lau goes down swinging. That was Sonny Gray's 7th strikeout of the night. We go to the top of the 7th. Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. Due up for the Red Sox will be Adley Rutschman, Wilson Contreras, and Wilyer Abreu. Yeah, that was a pretty good chance for the Pirates. Could not capitalize. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you are enjoying the broadcast. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Give me 1 sec here. Just checking on some things. I'll go ahead and show the wild card standings may as well, since we have time. All right. Okay, we'll check out some scores real quick as well. The Orioles leading 3-2 over the Rays. Reds leading 4-3 over the Marlins. The Indians leading 4-1 over the Padres. Phillies 8, Twins 1, Brewers 4, Dodgers 1, Mariners 5, Astros 2, and the Diamondbacks leading 6-2 over the Braves. So yeah, not a lot of things are going right for the Pirates right now. Definitely will need them to figure it out. That's a pitcher's count for a curve. Yep. Yeah, that was definitely rough. That was a rough one. That was a tough one. But again, make sure, of course, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to get to 10,816 subscribers away. So make sure, again, to sub to the channel. It is free. We're at 142 likes. Trying to get to 150 as well. Trying to keep that streak alive. Looks like it will be Wilbur Dotel to take over for Jared Jones. Dotel, of course, with a ERA in the 5s, so definitely have to see how he looks tonight. Again, he's looked pretty solid. Thank you again for the sub. I appreciate that. But he's also had his rough moments. Always swung at the first pitch if it was in the zone. I got so many hits like that just waiting on the fastball. Yep. Guess that's why Gray makes $30 million a year. I guess so. We're back and ready for action. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs. Ball 1. 99 there from Dotel. Dotel with a 5.06 ERA. You know, again, he can have really good moments. He just gets shelled at times. 1-0 to Rutschman. That's off the plate. 2-0. 99 again on the fastball. Rutschman has struck out twice thus far. Two 2-0 to Rutschman. The pitch. And that catches the corner. Not called a strike. 3-0. I imagine Rutschman will be taking all the way here. Kutch, yeah, Kutch. Yeah, he can draw some walks. He was really good. Good plate discipline. Here's the 3-0. That's right down the middle, 3-1, 100. on the fastball. On Buccos. Appreciate you, Chris, for hanging out. Yeah, the Rutschman apparently day games batting 157, night games batting 307. That is high and in ball 4, so that is not a promising start there for Dotel. Definitely would like to, I don't know, see him get it back, get it going. I feel like he's a lot better than the 5 ERA, but, whenever he's bad, though, it is. Whenever he allows some hits and base runners, they come in bunches. The pitch, and that's down and away, ball 1. 95 in the cutter. Flores going to have a chat with Dotel, trying to calm down his, well, of course, they're both young, players. Contreras will walk away. Thank you, Miss Donna. Appreciate it. If you like what you see in here, make sure to like and sub. Even if you don't, there's not a rule that says, you'd have to like it. But, ideally that is what you do. Last 7 games, ERA of 11. Wow, yeah. I mean, he hadn't been pitching well. All right, we may be coming back. Contreras stepping in the box. 1-0 count to Wilson Contreras. Runner on first, nobody out. Dotel sets, kicks, and delivers. That's outside, 2-0. He just cannot find the strike zone. Showing a lot of confidence in a guy when you're only down 1. 2-0 to Wilson Contreras. Dotel sets. Pitch, and that's at the knees, 2-1. Contreras just taking all the way, may as well. He's struggling to hit the strike zone. 2-1. The pitch, and that is fouled back, 2-2. 88 on the slider. That was upstairs. Again, if you're just tuning in, Red Sox, of course, leading 1-0 over the Pirates. The difference in the ball game is a Wilyer Abreu solo home run. That was in the top of the 2nd inning. The 2-2 to Contreras, swing and a miss. He struck him out, 99 on the fastball. I think I pressed the wrong thing there. Of course, Dotel again, he's got the velo. He's got some good stuff, but the problem is that when he loses that confidence, he will allow base runner after base runner after base runner. Wilyer Abreu, he's 2 for 2. Again, he was just seeing Jared Jones really well. He's been dominating that high and in pitch. The pitch, that's high and in, but misses. Ball 1, so trying to back him off, I guess, or giving him something that he's been handling well. One and 0 count. Dotel checks on the runner. Kicks and delivers. That's high and in as well. 1-1. A slider again. Very interesting. Maybe they're setting him up. I don't know. I don't know if I'd give him anything high and in, but they've went back to back. 1-1 to Abreu. Dotel readies, rocks, and delivers. Swing and a miss. That was high and away. 1-2. And there were rumors that Abreu, I remember this again, Keller linked to Boston. Abreu was going to be the guy going to Pittsburgh. Ended up not working out. Made a deal, though, for Oviedo and the password. Checked his swing. That's upstairs, 2-2. 100 on the fastball. Let's go Pirates. Alex wants to warm someone up. I wouldn't hate it. I don't know. We'll just see how he looks here. I mean, 2-2 to Abreu. The pitch. That is fouled back. 100 again on the fastball. what happened earlier. Again, Abreu with the solo shot over the Clemente wall. And, of course, he had a double. Two and two, the pitch. And that's down and in, 3-2, 93 on the changeup. Dotel at 16 pitches here in the sixth. The 3-2. As that's a ground ball to second. Possible double play. Flip to second. Throws to first. He got him. That is a double play. Look at that. Dotel getting the ground ball. We go to the bottom of the sixth. 1-0 Boston over the Pirates. Due up for the Pirates will be Brian Reynolds, Esmeralyn Valdez, Ronnie Simon. Keep him in, yes. Definitely start him up, but I would still have someone warmed up for sure. Because Dotel, again, he's a starter. He actually can go multiple innings. So I would agree with that. The way he ended the inning was much better than the way he started, for sure. Should have kept him. No, you needed to say it. If you didn't say it, then he would have probably allowed a two-run bomb there to Abreu, so you're good. Again, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to sub the channel. It is free. Trying to grow the channel even more. Thank you again for the likes. Just saw we got over 150. I appreciate that. Again, that's been the streak we've had here for Pirate streams. Again, I don't really know how long we're going to have that streak with how the Pirates have been kind of slumping, but, you know, maybe, again, something's changed. Maybe. Maybe. But it's a good game, though. I mean, it's a pitching duel. You know, you can't really fault that. You know, and considering how the Pirates games have really been, I mean, this is kind of a nice change of pace with the pitching. Obviously, you want to see, you know, if you're a Pirate fan, of course, the Pirates winning. But, I don't know, it's kind of nice to have a low-scoring game every now and then. And of course, now they said that this final score is going to be like 8-7 or something, which would imply a lot of crazy stuff. Missed the double play. Let's go. Hey, we got it. Abreu to Lau. Lau flipped to Gonzalez. Fired it to Horwitz. Sonny Gray with 70 pitches. It's been pretty efficient. Again, had a long inning there in the fifth, but again, didn't surrender a run. Again, I mean, if you want to know how good Sonny Gray's been, well, there you go. 14-3. He's just been really good this year. I mean, that's... I wish the Pirates had something like that. 2.79 ERA. Of course, that ERA is going to be a little bit lower. Tired of Gray. Yeah, he's pretty good. But the thing is, the Red Sox have a good bullpen. They really do. All right, we are working our way back to Pittsburgh. Here's the pitch to Reynolds, who fouls this back 0-1. Reynolds 0 for 2 on the night. Would like to see him get it going. Reynolds OPS still at 800, still hanging over it. Would love to see that go back up again. Here is the 0-1. That's a grounder to first. Contreras has it, drops it, but picks it up, tosses to Gray for out number 1. Good stuff by Contreras. Again, knocking it down. Fumbled it, but again, composed himself, tossing it to get Reynolds down. That'll bring up Esmeralyn Valdez, 1 for 2 on the night. Thank you, David. Appreciate you for hanging out with us. Of course, they're showing Paul Skeens. You know, I saw a comment, actually. Someone said ever since Skeens went to the visit those kids at that Little League ballpark, that was like, and like the next start, that's when Skeens had his like bad start. Like he just got the ERA down to 1.98 or something like that, and then since that, he has been shelled, which is true. That's very interesting. That misses inside, ball 1 to Esmeralyn Valdez. 1-0 to the Magician. As there may be a... Oh, he's delivering. That's going to be a little tapper there to third. Durbin with it. Barehanded throw to first. Valdez is safe. That's an infield single for Esmeralyn Valdez. Again, he's not slow. He's a big guy, but he can actually move pretty well for his size. Infield single. I mean, I can't tell. Was that Esmeralyn Valdez or Jake Mangum? I really couldn't tell the difference. That's the same picture. They are the same picture. Valdez and Mangum. That'll bring up Ronnie Simon. 0 for 2 on the night. Grounded into a double play, though, in his last appearance. Simon with the ground ball to short. There's a possible double play. Steps to the bag. Throws to first. And Simon grounds into his second double play of the night. That was a quick inning. Again, you're trying to get Gray out of there, but that's going to keep Gray in there. We go to the top of the 7th. Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. Due up for the Red Sox will be Caleb Durbin, Jaron Duran, and Andrew Monasterio. We have not seen Simon hit a home run, no. We've seen him ground into some double plays, though. We've seen... Simon says double play. Yeah, he said it twice. He needs to stop saying it. Yeah, duh, honestly. It's a shame because Simon's been kind of playing well as of late, but yeah, not a good game tonight. He's responsible for 5 outs, and he's been up 3 times. All right, I guess we'll take a trip across Major League Baseball. Right now, the Orioles lead 4-3 over the Rays. Wow, that's pretty interesting there. The Marlins have tied it up. They are now tied with the Reds, 4-4 in the top of the 8th. Indians leading 4-1 over the Padres. Mariners leading 5-2 over the Astros. Phillies leading 8-1 over the Twins. Brewers 4, Dodgers 1. And the Diamondbacks leading 6-2 over the Braves. Final scores from earlier: the White Sox over the Tigers 4-3, Cardinals over the Cubs 8-4, Blue Jays over the Yankees 4-1, Giants over the Rockies 7-1, and the Mets over the Nationals 5-4. Just can't get our bats. Nope. No, Sonny Gray, he's good. So we're just, again, we're trying to get him out of there, and hopefully the Pirates can, figure out the bullpen. But that's, again, they got to get Gray out of there because Gray's, I don't know. Right now, I imagine they'll leave Gray in the entire game. I don't think they'll be worried about a pitch count. Simon has come through a bunch on the slumping offense. Yes, he has. It's been a nice little spark. They will overcome a run. I hope so, Russell. Pirates will have 9 outs to do it again. They got to keep the Red Sox at 1 as well. Who is going tomorrow? I believe it's Paul Skeens tomorrow for the Pirates. I want to say that is... I can't check it because that would actually change up the thing. Looks like we just missed a pitch, as that one's upstairs. 1-1 now to Durbin. So we're back underway. Dotel again on the mound for the Pirates. Again, finished this the 6th inning really well. So I imagine that's influencing the decision to be out there for a 2nd inning. 1-1 to Caleb Durbin. So that's going to be outside 2-1. Durbin, of course, 1 for 2 on the night. Yeah, I believe it's Paul Skeens. 2-1. Dotel begins the windup. Here is the pitch as Durbin pops it up. Flores gives it a look. That is a souvenir for a lucky fan. All right, so the Marlins stumped him. Cruz and Griffin are being hurt of the only reason he's up. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. It is Skeens. Delay never fails. I do fail a lot, actually. 2-2 counts. That's kind of why I'm doing this. Oh, anyway. Dotel readies. He kicks and delivers. That's off the plate. 3-2. Where's the laugh track there? Do we have a... like late night on Conan O'Brien. That's what I'll do if I tell jokes, which I don't really tell jokes. I'm not a funny guy. 3-2 count to Durbin. The pitch. That's upstairs, ball 4. So Dotel starts the 7th like he did the 6th with a walk. That'll bring up Jarren Duran, who's 0 for 2 on the night. 7th inning, we fire the cannons. I hope so. Hopefully it's not for the Red Sox. Duran, again, batting 201 now, but again, still a solid player. The pitch, and that's in there, 0-1. 99 on the fastball. Dotel at 24 pitches. Again, a guy that can go many innings if you need him and if he's pitching well. One count as Dotel looks over. Sets, kicks, and delivers. That's going to be tapped foul. Duran does ask for time. Again, if you're just tuning in, Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. The difference of the game is a Wilyer Abreu home run. That was in the top of the 2nd. The 0-2, and that's sent to left. The Magician, and he's going to make the catch for outs number 1. Yeah, I don't know what. Duran didn't run. Looked like, I guess, to him that it was going to go foul, but now I guess it stayed in. So that is out number 1. That'll bring up Andrew Monasterio, who's 0 for 2 on the night. Again, next week, the Pirates and the Dodgers will be a nationally broadcast game. I imagine that'll be for most people. Cubs, Mariners, Giants, Red Sox, the other choices. I would say the Pirates, Dodgers, though. That might be the game that they decide to put for most people. So there you go. Here's the pitch to Monasterio. That's off the plate, ball 1. 93 on the cutter. One and 0 count. Dotel sets, kicks, and delivers. That finds the strike zone 1-1. Hey, man, Hour, appreciate you, man, for hanging out. 1-1 to Monasterio. Again, runner on first, 1 out. The pitch. That's going to be sent to right. And Simon on the run makes a nice catch. Throws it in. That was very nice. Over the shoulder catch and all. Good stuff. Man, that's somewhat making up for it. Again, obviously want to see more from the bat. But yeah, he actually put himself in a bad situation, to be honest with you. Simon, first step was in, but made up for it with his speed. Nice grab. And that'll bring up Nick Sogard, 0 for 1 with the walk. Dotel delivers. That's upstairs, ball 1. 98 on the fastball. You're shot at 7 times on a bullet hit you. Oh, man. No, Maggie. I have to call a game. Let's go with Steve. Welcome on in. The pitch. That's upstairs, 2-0. Yeah, the Brew Crew, they're winning 4-1. Saw that. I think I saw Matthew say he's a Yankees fan pulling for us, but appreciate you, Matthew. I don't know. We'll see. Pirates on the phone there with the bullpen. 2-0 count to Sogard. The pitch, and that's in there, 2-1. 90 on the cutter. Dotel shaking his head. He looks over at first. The pitch. As that's a fly ball to left. This one, I think, will get out of play. It does. Dota's just chilling there on the side. I definitely disagree with the last part of that statement, Matthew. Boston's definitely pretty good. I know you're a Yankees fan, you have to say that, right? But, you know, I don't think I don't agree with that, though. Boston's pretty solid. 2-2 to Sogard. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Foul tip into the glove. That is Dotel's second strikeouts of the night. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. Due up for the Pirates will be Jacob Gonzalez, Jake Mangum, and Rafael Flores Jr. Bring him up, yep. My Yankee brother texted me, "Go Buccos," and I replied with the Benedict Arnold gif. This guy. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. I hear you. Again, appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub. Wait, I guess I'm lost there. I'm sorry. I'm reading something. Appreciate you, Leo, for hanging out. But yeah, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, we are over 150 likes. Thank you very much. Again, that pushes out the stream to more potential viewers. And of course, again, sub to the channel, of course. Helps us out. Trying to get to 11,000 by the time the NFL season is here. So make sure to sub it up. It's going to be close. I don't know if we actually get there. The goal was 10,000. We crushed that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll get to 11. It's going to be tough. I did Benedict Arnold wrong, though. I don't know. I guess I'll have to look into what he did. I don't recall him doing any rights. I'll have to look into that. Orioles won. There you go. Orioles held off the Rays. That'll be good for the Red Sox. Now the Yankees lost today, so if the Red Sox win this one, then it's definitely a good day for the Sox. The Yankees and the Rays losing. The Blue Jays, again, holding that final spot in the wild card with the losing record. Pretty bizarre. The Pirates from the American League, they would, one, have a better record, but two, they would definitely, I wouldn't say be a shoo-in for the playoffs, but very much likely going. That's just the way it is. And thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. We're now 14 subs away from 10,800. Make sure, again, to sub it up. I do appreciate that. And thank you, Norman. Appreciate you, man, for the Jules Sunshine. I don't know if I'm Sunshine. I appreciate that. Here's the pitch. That's in there, 0-1. 89 on the fastball, so the velocity kind of slowing down for Gray. But it hasn't really mattered because it's only had 76 pitches, and he's done so well. Hasn't allowed a run. Gonzalez 0 for 2 on the night. Trying to change it up. 0-1 to Gonzalez, the pitch, as that is fouled back 0-2. 89 again on the cutter. Sinbin's pretty happy, I believe. Didn't realize the AL was that bad. I've been saying it. I'm sorry. Yeah, the AL just this year just not that good. 0-2 to Gonzalez. The pitch. Gonzalez with a ground ball to second. Sliding stop. Throws to first. Unbelievable. Sogard with a nice play. Outs number 1. And that'll bring up Jake Mangum 2 for 2 on the night. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nathaniel. We're trying. We won yesterday. We didn't get swept. We didn't get swept. That's all I can say. Here's the pitch. Mangum taking all the way, just trying to get that pitch count up. 0-1. One to Jake Mangum. Gray at 79 pitches. This is number 80. That's a grounder to second. Sogard with it. Throws to first. Mangum hustling, but he is out. That'll bring up Rafael Flores, who's 1 for 2 on the night. MLB win leaders this season: Christopher Sanchez with 15, Chase Burns, and Sonny Gray with 14. Yeah, he's been pretty good. On track again. If this holds, he'll be tied with Sanchez. Flores steps in again. You know, I'll mention it again for old time's sakes, but 3 home runs in his last 2 games as Flores fouls this back 0-1. Oh, and 1 to Flores. Gray delivers. That's down and away, 1-1. Also doesn't go unnoticed. No, we all love it. We love it. We need more Mangums. If the MLB had more Mangums, it'd be a lot more entertaining. You'd see a lot more runs because just hustles everywhere. 1-1 to Flores. Gray begins to wind up the pitch as that's fouled off his ankle. I think he's gonna ask, well, maybe not ask for time, but the umpire's gonna give him time to compose himself. Believe it or not, the Pirates' most hits per game this season, 8.9. Definitely frustrating again. I know my eyes don't deceive me. That's why I was so frustrated with the chat for many months. Me fighting you guys. Some of you, not all of you, of course. Just a vocal minority. And my eyes were telling me that this team was much better. In fact, again, you can look at the expected win-losses. I know, of course, you don't want to hear it, but the Pirates' expected win-loss, I believe, is 65 and 59, I want to say. So they've been a very unlucky team. In reality, they're 60 and 64. They gotta get it going. Here's the 1-2 to Flores. That's down and away, 2-2. 85 on the sweeper. Gray, of course, trying to change up the delivery with the little double leg kick. The 2-2, that's off the plate, 3-2. Now you understand our frustrations. I think I've been understanding. I still think it was very much unwarranted, especially in April. That was annoying. And then, of course, it just continued for months. There was a lot of backhanding I wanted to do, but unfortunately, they're just names on a screen. So that's going to be a fly ball to right, and that is going to be caught at the warning track for out number 3. And the inning is over. We go to the top of the 8th. Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. Due up for the Red Sox will be the top of the order. Instead of Yoshida, it'll be, I can't remember his name, but it's Ziegler. I don't remember his first name. Ceddanne Rafaela and Adley Rutschman. Stay consistent, Pirates. If the Buccos lose 1-0, that'd be frustrating. It sounds like last year. Sounds like last year for sure, because last year that was almost every game, or it seemed like it felt like that was the case. In fact, I think the Pirates have already scored as many runs as they did last year. In fact, I think that's. I'm actually curious now. Pirates. Switch the view here. Pirates 625. Playoff percentage, by the way, 4%, a higher percentage than the Reds. Reds, by the way, brutal schedule once they hit September. They have not played anybody that great in a while. Okay, no, I pressed the wrong thing. 2025. The Pirates had 583 runs last year as a total, 162 games. Allowed 645. This year, 625 scored. So already 40-plus runs. And unfortunately, again, the pitching has not been all that great. But yeah, let's see the expanded. Yeah, expected 65 and 59. Yeah. It's just been... It's been tough. It's Been a tough go. Releasing the Sharks. Trying to go deep. He did, almost. Wasn't here that long ago. Yeah. Last 45 days haven't been good. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about all that. I mean, really since the All-Star break. I mean, the Pirates swept the Brewers. And even after, again, the Diamondback series, the Pirates took sole possession. I know it was just for one day. But they had sole possession in that last wild card spot. And even then, I mean, it was still like, oh, this team stinks. And yeah, again, the Pirates stopped hitting. And, you know, again, that's why I'm just like, I mean, people that were just naysayers the entire time, you just got lucky. I mean, it was just like this team that still ranks high offensively just stopped hitting. And I don't know. But it is what it is. They still got to wake up. Obviously, yeah, they had a nice last two games. Tonight, they obviously didn't show up. The pitching, hey, good defense, good pitching. Gregory Soto, by the way, on the mound for the Pirates, as that is fouled back 0-1. So no more Siegler. Jones is taking over for Siegler, so not too sure much. This is Jahmai Jones, batting 198 on the season. He's really good against lefties. That I do know. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. District Nation's at the game. Yes, he tagged me in a post on Instagram. Yeah, I saw that. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. 0-2 counts to Jahmai Jones. I'm assuming it's Jahmai. That's my final guess. 0-2 from the stretch as Jones pops it up. Horwitz makes the catch at first for outs number 1. That'll bring up Ceddanne Rafael. Again, I know there was someone earlier in the chat that needed him to get a hit. So maybe he'll come through for him. But yeah, he's 0 for 3 on the night. Swept the Brewers, won the series in Cleveland. Then not so good, yeah. Be a Browns fan, yeah. That'd be, well, again, we're the Browns of the baseball world. That's essentially what we are. So that's going to be hit down the right field line. It was tardy, but of course, that'll be a double for Rafael. And Simon has trouble. Rafael is going to go to third. Unbelievable. Simon, I'm assuming, just got casual with it. But yeah, that is not good. Wow. That's going to be a double and an error. Advancing to third, of course, on the error. Would love to see what specifically happened. Again, he was jammed, was way late on it, just sending it down the line. What happened here at the end? Simon just chilling, and I don't know what he was doing. It's like he was scared of the ball. He I don't know. He just was terrified of it, like it was going to bite him. As that's finding the strike zone. 0-1. Rutschman 0 for 2 with the walks. So yeah, the Red Sox getting, or potentially, an insurance run just 90 feet away. Oh, 1 to Rutschman. Soto sets from the stretch. That's inside 1-1. 96 on the sinker. Just going for this inning would be cool. That would certainly be very nice and just come out of nowhere. It would be great. That's a swing and a miss. Slider in the dirt, 1-2. Infield is in. Yeah, safe to say Simon, this is probably his worst game. Definitely. He's provided, though, yeah, again, to Norman's credit, you know, a good spark when the Pirates were slumping. Yeah, one of the few bright spots. 1-2. Soto sets. Kicks and delivers. That's a grounder to short. Rafael will stay at third, throws to first. So that is good stuff by Soto and the defense. That'll bring up Wilson Contreras 0 for 2 with the walk. Yeah, I saw that bear. Wasn't too sure like who it was, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Soto sets as he faces Wilson Contreras. That's in the dirt. Almost hit him. Did it? It did not. And Contreras, of course, again, this guy, he's got some power and is a little bit better against lefties. I think the Brewers are better than Dodgers. I would agree. I mean, I really do think the Brewers can do it. I really do. One and 0 to Contreras. From the stretch, Contreras sends a fly ball to center. Mangum is backing up, then coming in, makes the catch for out number 3. The error does not bite the Pirates in the butt. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. Due up for the Pirates will be Jared Triolo, Spencer Horwitz, and Brandon Lau. Dodgers or Braves will win it all, it feels like. I don't know. I disagree. I mean, I'll be honest with you. That's not what I wanted to click. I think the top 2 NL Central teams are the best chance to beat the Dodgers. Braves, I think they're really trending in a wrong direction. I really do. Now, of course, again, there's still a month to go. They can get hot. But I really like the Brewers or the Cubs. I really do. Padres are heating up as well. That's a sneaky team no one's talking about. They are playing some really good baseball right now. But, of course, they need to get some more. Like, they're only, what, a half game up? Yeah, so they need to get it going. Or not, actually. The Pirates need to get it going. Everyone else needs to start tanking. But that probably won't happen. All right, the Marlins 8, Reds 4. So the Marlins just came out of nowhere and took the lead and started pummeling the Reds. The Brewers leading 4-1 over the Dodgers. Indians leading 6-1 over the Padres. The Mariners 7, Astros 2. Phillies 8, Twins 1. Diamondbacks 7, Braves 2. So, yeah, as it stands, it looks like the Pirates will be dropping to 6 back. Philly's going to win. Diamondbacks going to win. Yeah, no, so actually 6.5 back if this result holds. So, yeah, not good. Not good. Not good, but again, they put themselves in that position. I don't think the Braves got a World Series team. Yeah, it just feels like they had a really great start to the year. Like, they were really good, but... All right, so the Red Sox have taken out Gray. This is interesting. We'll see if the Pirates can take advantage. It's going to be Miller. Not too sure who this Miller is. But, yeah, we'll see what the Pirates can do. Can they take advantage? That's going to be inside ball 1. Trail again 0 for 2 on the night. This is Eric Miller, 2.43 ERA. Pitching for Boston. Here's the 1-0. That's in there 1-1. 96 on the sinker. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. 13 subs away from 10,800. I do appreciate that. Trying to grow the channel even more. 1-1 to Triolo, the pitch. And that's a breaking ball in there, and it's 1-2. Again, both teams with one challenge remaining. One and 2 to Jared Triolo. The pitch. And that's in the dirt, 2-2. 87 on the slider. Two and 2. Miller kicks and delivers. That's going to be hit right to the second baseman, Sogard, for outs. Number 1. A little bit of a line out. And that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. And Horwitz and Lau, again, both guys that cannot really do well against lefties. But Lau did hit a home run against a lefty, so anything is possible. That's fired in there 0-1. Horwitz again 0 for 2 with the walk. Has not really been the same player he was prior to getting on the DL. The 0-1 to Horwitz, and that's a tapper to short. Monasterio with it, throws to first. Horwitz is out. That is out number 2, and that'll bring up Brandon Lau, 1 for 3 on the night. Next year, if this team is healthy, we get another starter, maybe 2 to replace. Yeah, I mean, be good. Be good, because Keller's done. I don't think we'll see him bouncing back. That contract, though, is bad. Miller begins the windup. Here is the pitch. Way upstairs. Ball 1. 97. On the fast. We have to imagine the Red Sox will have Chapman for the 9th. That could be a problem, of course, as that's a breaking ball catch in the top part of the zone. 1-1. 86 goes the slider. One and one. Miller rocks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Slider downstairs. Perhaps catching the zone. 1-2. Looking like another quick inning for the Pirates. The pitch. Called strike 3. He struck him out. Go! We go to the top of the 9th. Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. 2 up for the Red Sox will be Wilyer Abreu, Caleb Durbin, and Jaron Duran. Red Sox bullpen is crazy good. It is. Remember the talk about Chapman? Yeah, I mean, again, the Red Sox were struggling to begin the year. But again, the run differential, that's something I look at. That really can tell you how good a team is. It was always pretty good. It was always positive. And yeah, of course, they went on that hot streak. So yeah, I mean, the Red Sox are a good team. All right, again, the Marlins leading 8-4 of the Reds. The Brewers leading 4-1 over the Dodgers. Indians 6, Padres 1, Mariners 7, Astros 2, Diamondbacks 7, Braves 2, Phillies 8, Twins 1. Don't forget to like, don't forget to sub, folks. It is free. Also, need to go ahead and do this. Give me a sec. I need to post this. I want to say that'll... No, that is not it. So give me a sec. Oh my gosh, that is... All right, I'm going to post the link here. Again, those of you that are just, you know, looking for a fun activity here on the channel, we're going to have the pigskin pick, and we've already got some sign-ups, so thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Let's go and copy the link. Just compete against me. That's pretty much what it is. You'll compete against me every week. It's just kind of bragging rights. Do you know more football than the doc? So click the link, and you'll be signed up for it. It is free. Again, just make sure to make your football picks each and every week. I'm usually pretty good at it. Last year, not good. I was really embarrassed, but oh well. Let's go back road. How about some extra innings tonight? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Let's do it. Let's get something going in the 9th. But of course, gonna need the Pirates to hold them. For sure. Can't wait for week 1. Yeah. Need to see some offense, though, from the Pirates. We need to. We need to. All right, it's going to be Luke Weaver. He'll be out there for the top of the 9th looking to keep this a 1-0 game. Weaver kicks and delivers. That's in there 0-1. Again, Weaver, one of the best in the business, though he's used in back-to-back games. I don't know how I feel about that. He hasn't really been used much. 1.76 ERA. Weaver delivers. That's in the dirt. 101.88 on the changeup. Late but bringing the mojo. Appreciate you, Jason. Better late than never. Let's go. Hopefully brought the offense with you. 1-1 to Wilyer Abreu. Here is the pitch as Abreu sends a fly ball to center field. Mangum's backing up. He's racing. He is at the track. That ball is off the wall. Abreu will have a double. Simon is there to throw it in. Red Sox looking for some insurance. That'll bring up Caleb Durbin, who is 1 for 2 at the walk. It's a tough play. Mangum a little bit misjudged it, but I mean, it's a tough play high off the wall too. So Durbin at the plate, runner on second, nobody out. Weaver looking back. Here is the pitch showing bunt. It is down. Weaver fields it, throws to third. He is out. What a play by Weaver. No way he just did that. That was crazy. Wow. That was pretty impressive from Weaver. Just immediately saw the bunt, hustling as soon as he threw the ball, and threw a dart there to Triolo with a nice tag. That was huge. I can't believe it. Normally you criticize him like, oh my goodness, like why would you do that? But hey, this guy really isn't a Pirate pitcher. He's... Man, we need to teach everyone else how to do that. That was impressive. So Durbin's on at first with the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Duran the pitch. That's in there 0-1. So runner on first, 1 out. Leadoff double has been eliminated. That was impressive. 0-1 to Duran. Again, he's kind of due for a hit. Weaver almost picked off Durbin. Durbin again was picked off earlier. 0-1 count to Duran. Weaver readies, kicks and delivers. That's upstairs. 1-1. 96 goes the fastball. Time you've seen the Dodgers look defeated. Oh man, well, they have been kind of tanking as of late, but it's better to tank now than in the playoffs. 1-1 to Duran. Weaver kicks and fires. Duran skies this to shallow left. Valdez on the run. Same thing with Gonzalez. That'll drop in for a base hit. So a bloop single puts the Red Sox at first and second. Man, that's kind of a bummer. Again, Valdez and Gonzalez just couldn't get there. That'll bring up Andrew Monasterio for 3 on the night. Weaver readies, looks over at second. The pitch. That's down and away, ball 1. 90 on the cutter. I don't know, Sean. I mean, I think Mangum just kind of misjudged at the end. I think it was tailing away. I mean, he was leaping at the wall. I think he gave it a good effort. He just kind of... he had to run straight back. 1-0 to Monasterio. That's going to be off the plate. 2-0. 96. So Weaver in a little bit of trouble. This is the bottom part of the order, so ideally you can figure this part out. 2-0 to Monasterio. Red Sox with the most sack bunts and sack flies since Chad Tracy took over. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Two and one. Weaver checking on the runner at second. The pitch. That's down and away. 3-1, 91 on the cutter. Monasterio showing some patience. And Aroldis Chapman is getting ready. The former Pirates. And Weaver will step off. Durbin is being really aggressive with his leads. Again, he got thrown out earlier. I got you, Sean. Yeah, I don't know. 3-1 counts. The pitch. That's a swing and a miss. 3-2, 95 on the fastball. That he was tardy on that swing. Three and two. The pitch. Monasterio sends this to right. That's going to hook on out of play. And if you're just tuning in, Red Sox 1, Pirates nothing. Red Sox with runners at first and second, with one out in the top of the ninth. Three and two. The pitch. That's once again going to get out of play. Of course, again, the Pirates, they've been struggling as of late, 8-16 since the All-Star break. Red Sox apparently not doing that great themselves as of late. Pirates, of course, need this a lot more than the Red Sox. Red Sox, I believe, with a 5-game cushion. The wild card spots. The 3-2, and that's going to be yanked to left center. That is going to drop in. That'll score two. Mangum is there. Durbin scores. Gonzalez is there, and that will potentially do in the Pirates, barring a pretty cool ninth inning, bottom of the ninth. 2 RBI double for Monasterio. Red Sox leading 3-0. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. Subbing while the Pirates are losing. Yeah, Monasterio reaching down to get it. That'll bring up Nick Sogard, 0 for 2 with the walk. Weaver checks on the runner. The pitch. And that's going to be upstairs. Ball one. 1-0 counts to Nick Sogard. Yeah, Weaver again was used yesterday. It was kind of shocking to see. Not saying that it's not normal to see guys go back-to-back days. I was definitely kind of shocked to see him in the ninth. And he's going to step off. Really impressed with Weaver. Yeah. Well, again, it happens. Again, he's still pretty good. 1-0 count to Sogard. He looks back. He kicks and delivers. That's a swing and a miss. 1-1. Two earned runs for Weaver tonight. 1 in the previous 34 innings. I mean, that's... Again, relievers do allow runs. When you see a number, they do allow runs. It's definitely a tough one. Of course, we'll see if it would have mattered in the bottom of the ninth. 1-1 count. Yeah, Weaver definitely, I don't know, definitely taking his time out there. The pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike two, 94 on the fastball. Only used him 3 times. Yeah, I know. 1-2. The pitch. That's in the dirt. 88 on the changeup, 2-2. I do want to say, though, considering how Flores, of course, has kind of struggled defensively, not bad today. Not a bad game with him behind the plates. He kicks, he fires. That's called strike 3. He struck him out. 2 outs. And that'll flip the lineup over. That'll bring up Jahmai Jones 0 for 1 of the nights. Appreciate you, Sean. Thank you very much. I'm trying. I try. Way past due for the bottom of the 9th comeback win. I hear you, Fear the Beer. Good to see you, man. Hopefully all is well. The pitch, and that's upstairs, ball 1. Jahmai Jones batting 197 on the year. Weaver sets. Kicks and delivers. That's going to be yanked to left. That is going to drop in for a base hit. The Red Sox are going to lead 4-0. An RBI single for Jahmai Jones. And yeah, that's asking a lot from the Pirates. Weaver again, not his best performance. That'll bring up Ceddanne Rafaela. It's 1 for 4 of the nights. Yeah, I hear you, David. I hear you. Go Bucks. Definitely had a chance. Yeah, AJ. Runner on first, 2 outs. Red Sox leading 4-0 over the Pirates. The pitch. That's a big swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1 counts. Yeah, definitely would be crazy to see if the Pirates were to, pop off here in the 9th, which I don't know. I mean, they might not even bring out Chapman now that it's 4-0. 0-1 count to Rafaela. The pitch. That's foul back. 0-2, 95 again on the fastball. Looks like Chapman is still warming up, but Moran, the guy that hit Speedy Gonzalez, he is also due up. He's also warming up. The 0-2. That is fouled back. Made a grand slam. We were listening to Bill Murphy, yeah. Pirates will score 3. That would be pretty frustrating. That would be crazy. He told me at the end of the 8th inning, like, yeah, the Pirates are going to lose by 1. I would have thought, oh, so they lost 1-0. They just going to no, they scored 3. I'd be like, whoa, no way they just did that. That'd be insane. 0-2 count to Rafaela. The pitch. That's a check swing. Appeal down at first. I think he went. He did. He struck him out. Rafaela didn't seem to like the call. He slams down his helmets. Definitely a tough inning for the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Red Sox 4, Pirates nothing. Due up will be Brian Reynolds, Esmeralyn Valdez, and Ronnie Simon. It's a good night. Who knows? Maybe the Pirates will have a 6-run inning. Would be crazy. 5 will do it. 4 will be cool, too, honestly. All right, we'll check out some scores real quick. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, trying to grow the channel even more. We are 12 subs away from 10,800. Trying to get to 11,000 by the time the NFL season is here. All right, the Mariners leading 10-4 over the Astros. The Phillies leading 9-1 over the Twins. I believe that. No, that game is not over yet. The Diamondbacks leading 10-2 over the Braves. And zeros elsewhere. And games just starting. Again, the Brewers over the Dodgers 4-1. Indians over the Padres 6-1. Marlins 8. Reds 4. Pardon me, Orioles 4. Rays 3. Mets 5. Nationals 4. Giants 7. Rockies 1. Blue Jays 4. Yankees 1. Cardinals 8. Cubs 4. And the White Sox over the Tigers 4-3. Give me 1 sec, folks. All right, we are back. Had to clear my throat. 4 tie, 5 to win. Let's go, Bucks. I hear you. Appreciate you, Chris, for hanging out. Go Brewers. Yeah, the Brewers with a nice game tonight. Nice game, but yeah, we need... I don't know. I mean, I'm not expecting much here, but all I can do is hope that they can bounce back tomorrow. Looks like Chapman is warming, or he's going to be on the mound there for the Red Sox. We'll see how that goes. I think we'll play the Padres sometime in September. That's actually at the end of this month. That's actually next week. We play the Dodgers next weekend, and then the Padres to begin that next week. Whatever the Assassin's Creed dude, I don't know. I think he went to another channel's multimedia, I believe. Yeah, he's not here. I don't know. No idea. Appreciate you, folks. Make sure to check out Orioles Birdwatcher for all your Orioles baseball needs. And, of course, he covers a lot of MLB as well. So make sure, again, if you're a fan of Major League Baseball, you're subbing to Orioles Birdwatcher. A friend of the channel, I'm subbed to him. You should be as well. Also, make sure to sub to Rising Rhino. Again, covers the most football on all of YouTube, of course. My partner in crime when it comes to the football shows. That's a ground ball to third. Durbin with it. Throws to first. Reynolds is out. The Pirates down to the last 2 outs. But, of course, again, both friends of the channel. Make sure to sub to those guys. Make sure to do it. That'll bring up Esmelin Valdez, 2 for 3 on the night. What do I say? I say it's okay. Gonna make some snow angels. Very nice. Chapman kicks and delivers. That's upstairs. Ball 1, 85 on the slider. Sub at your own risk. Yeah, well, straight from the source. You're going to like this one here, BW. Chapman sets. And here she comes. That's in there, 1-1. 95 on the sinker. He's going to love that call. He's going to love that one. Chapman, of course, the former Pirates. Honestly, wasn't that great with the Pirates, but we all loved him anyway. Had an area like in the high 4s. The 1-1 change up in there, right down the middle, 1-2. Chapman sets, kicks, and delivers in the dirt. Spikes it in the grass. That was kind of out of nowhere. Chapman with a smile. Seems pretty composed. How are the Orioles doing? I think they're like a game or 2 outs of the playoffs. Not too sure. I mean, they're doing okay. I mean, they sold at the deadline, but not too far back, because that's going to be fouled back, and it's still 2-2. I likes away. I can't even believe we're close to 200, to be honest with you. Valdez again trying to figure out his power. Again, he's kind of figuring out, the contact again. Here's the 2-2 as that's tapped foul again. It went through a rough stretch. Still with impressive numbers overall. Two and 2 counts. Chapman readies. kicks and delivers. That's downstairs 3-2. But yeah, the Orioles, they are, I guess, what, a game and a half back of the playoffs? Maybe 2, I don't know. They're actually hanging in there. I know the AL's just a weaker league as that's going to be in there. Called strike 3. He struck him out. Go! Pirates are down to their last outs. And that'll bring up Ronnie Simon, who's 0 for 3, has grounded into 2 double plays. Not a good night for Simon. Had an error as well. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there. Not called a strike. Rutschman will challenge. He's going to win this. People forget he used to come in for the Pirates low the bases, get pulled. Yeah, his ERA, yeah, it was in the force, like the high force. But definitely a fan favorite, though, for sure. 0-1 count. Chapman kicks and delivers in the dirt. 93 on the splitter, 1-1. Again, the Pirates down to their last outs. Definitely a tough game for the offense. Apparently, Ronnie Simon has not recorded anything based on the Fox broadcast. 0 batting average, 0 home runs, 0. Well, that's actually true. Anyway, here's the 1-1 as Simon fouls it back 1-2. Pirates are down to their final strike. Pirates don't win on your birthday like the Phillies want for JJ. Sorry, Trisk. I'm sorry. That's the Pirates for you. 1-2 counts. The pitch to Simon, and he spoils it, just making contact. Keeping the game alive for one more pitch. One and 2, the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is the ball game in Pittsburgh. The Red Sox tie up the series 1-1. The Pirates fall to 60-65. The Red Sox rise to 66-57. And of course, again, with how the results went, the Pirates, with the loss, automatically go to 6 games back. But I believe the Phillies and the Diamondbacks both won, so the Pirates are now 6.5 back. And that is not good. That is not good. The Red Sox, of course, I don't have one for the AL, sorry, but I believe they are now only 2 games back of the Yankees. So, again, that's going to be pretty interesting looking at a potential Red Sox-Yankees first-round matchup in the wild card. And yeah, I mean, whoever is the 4 seed is going to host the other team, so that is pretty big. I imagine, again, the Red Sox very much hungry to host the Yankees rather than the other way around. But regardless, I will be back tomorrow, for better or worse, right here on the Dr. Lay Sports Network at 1:35 Eastern Time, 12:35 Central, for the conclusion of the series. And here you go. It's going to be Sandoval for the Red Sox. Never heard of him, but he's a lefty. 3.30 ERA. And then it's going to be Paul Skeens for the Pirates. And, of course, I mean, at some point he'll have to pitch good, you would think. But 9-11 with a 3.88 ERA. Like an ERA again in the 5s since May. So we shall see how it goes. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel before you go. It is free. Also, again, make sure to check out Rising Rhino and Orioles Birdwatcher as well. Sub to their channels. It is free to do so. We're just that nice. We make our subscriptions free. Tomorrow, your last Sunday of the Pirates? I don't think so. I don't think so. Covering more Pirates than you'd think. But anywho. All right, we're going to play out a song. Let's see. What song can I play out tonight? can't really do today. It was a great day. Definitely, I mean, you know, for Trisk maybe. All right, we'll just play a random song. Here you go. You guys all have a great rest of your nights. Y'all take care. See you next time right here on the Dr. Delay Sports Network.
Streetlights blur against the rain. Every mile looks the same. I've been chasing distant skies, trying to outrun my own goodbyes. Every turn, another road, another story left untold. But somewhere underneath it all, I still remember every call. I've been running far too long, trying to prove where I belong. I'm searching for the last way home, not a place but something I've always known. Every wrong turn, every broken dream still leads me closer than it seems. If hope is waiting down that road, I'll carry every heavy load. No matter how far I've gone alone, I'm finding my last way home. My last way home. Old photographs inside a box, frozen moments that time forgot. Faces smiling without a care, reminding me what mattered there. Maybe home's not where you start, maybe home lives in your heart. Every lesson, every scar made me into who we are. The night feels long, but dawn still comes. Even the darkest sky makes room for the sun. So I'll keep walking, one step at a time. The road ahead is finally mine. I'm searching for the last way home, past every fear I've ever known. The road may bend, the years may fly, but I won't stop asking why. Every sunrise pulls me on, even when the night feels long. Wherever tomorrow leads me to, I'll find my way. I'll make it through. I'm finding my last way home. One more mile, one more chance, one more way home.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. That's the great thing about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You go play to win.